This is Sandra. So nice long extension. Body position is pretty good. You have a lower leg kick going on, so work on the kick training so that this kick is originating from your hip a little more. Because I could see that would burn some energy, but it's not going to be terribly productive as far as kicking technique goes. The breathing looks good. You're lifting your head slightly as you turn to breathe. That's a hard one to get, but you want to kind of keep your ear tucked into your shoulder as you turn to breathe. It'll keep your head a little lower. And so what happens over the course of the swim, your hips and legs drop somewhat. So you can see you lift your head somewhat when you turn to breathe. And so the cumulative effect of that is that you're going to wind up working a little harder and you're going to get more fatigued later in the swim. So here, looking at where your hands reach as you extend forward, they're going inward slightly, like a little too far in front of the head as you're normal swimming, and then when you turn to breathe, that stroke goes in quite a bit. You want the hands to remain directly in front of the shoulder as you extend forward at all times, right? Even when you turn to breathe. It's not bad, it's just a little bit of that going on. So we're looking at the stroke primarily. You can see how your kick originates from kind of the lower leg. So doing a lot of kick training will be helpful for you. Your right arm, as you went by there, mostly a straight arm start, and then the elbow led the stroke back a bit, meaning it's a elbow slip or elbow leading the stroke. The left arm looks more in the straight arm category. If you recall the discussion that elbow slip was the weakest way to swim, straight arm is the next best way to swim, and then vertical forearm or high elbow catch is what you ultimately want to get to. So the key here for you, I'm going to say in order, is work on head position as you turn to breathe. That's causing a bit of that hip drop, and over time that's going to add up. Work on the kick so that the kick is productive and functional, and doesn't. Right now it's burning energy for sure, but it's not really moving you forward with a lot of force. Part 3. The hand starting position. Extend that hand in front of the shoulder and no farther inward than in front of the shoulder. Those are all streamline issues more than anything. And then, well, although the kick is energy. Number 4 here, the catch, right? So that's mostly a straight arm on this right here. And then see how the elbow is coming back towards the torso ahead of the forearm and the hand. That's what I'm referring to as an elbow slip. Work on this catch. The drills you want to do are the one-arm drill, fist with paddle drill. You could do a modified catch-up style of swimming, making sure that your hands aren't touching in the middle, and then just thinking about really internally shrugging or rotating that shoulder so that you can pivot the elbow somewhat outwards and the hand gets directly below the elbow while the upper arm is still pointed forward. Early vertical forearm. And that's where you get a lot of the grab on the water. This arm is a little more, it was more straight arm until right here, and now the elbow is leading backwards as well. Your hand and forearm are pitched inward and under. It's not the worst thing in the world, but you ultimately want that hand and forearm kind of more up and down in the first third of the stroke. I hope all this is helpful. Thank you.